yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because these are fairly old plants, they've gotten a little bit congested, and we want to prune out where it's not really doing well. Like, for instance, this stem here only grew about 4 to 5 inches last year when other stems grew maybe 3 to 4 feet. So this would come off. There's not much energy going into that. What our goals are going to be is going to be to remove these dead stubs. If there are any stems that are rubbing up against each other or facing in toward the center of the vine, we're going to remove them, and we want to favor the growth that's going to make the vines cascade outward. And then we're going to prune back to 2 to 3 buds from the previous year's growth. So that's basically what our goal is in terms of pruning on this plant. The time of year when we're working is about the middle of February. We're trying to get in here before the sap starts getting up too much in these plants. We want to leave it so that the growth that is left has got a decent chance of growing and having adequate light so that it grows, and the energy of the plant gets distributed to the newer and healthier wood. And sometimes when you get this really complex growth, you just need to make a decision and try to choose the places where the greatest vigor is, and try to eliminate competition for light. Thin enough so that you're still going to get some good vegetative growth, but so that the light can actually strike these grapes a bit and sweeten them up for you.
And then on this one, 1, 2, 3.
That's right. That's right. Either 2 to 3 is where you want to go back to. But now see, this one's kind of growing in between all these others, so I'd probably thin that out every now and then. It's just going to kind of get too congested otherwise.
So we really have the potential, the way it's branched out, to have a lot of bunches, and we have had that in the past.
Yeah. And a well-pruned and managed Muscadine grape can have up to 200 pounds of fruit per year. Now see these long tendrils, these would be really useful craft items.
Yeah, you
for people. You can make baskets, wreaths, you know.
I lay them in here and scoop them up and throw them away.
Yeah, I know. And that's just another thing that you could do. It's something you could sell.
Well, I was just wondering about this right here now. Is that too much of a...
I would thin that a bit. I would take, taking probably where...
The ones pointing down?
Yeah, I'd get the ones that are pointing down out of there. And the ones that are going to be, as they grow, are going to be crossing over and rubbing up against another one like this one probably ought to come off too. So now we've taken down about 1/3 to half of that. Mm-hmm. We'll take these little dead stubs off too. And that way that plant's going to be able to have some nice vigor that comes back. So you can see that when these plants were planted, they were planted along on a single wire trellis, which is the way you want to grow muscadines. You let it grow a little bit over it, and then you cut it back slightly below that wire, and then you take the first tendril that grows out and you grow it along the wire in one direction, and then you take the other one and you let it grow along the wire in the other direction. And then you allow these lateral branches to develop every 6 to 10 inches along the main stem. And where the grapes are going to form are going to be right here. Now the grapes flower on the previous year's wood. You know, this is cut back to 3 buds, so these will come out and put about probably 5 or 6 vines that'll grow off of that that'll feed the grapes that flower, you know, right at this point. The next year there'll be 9 at this point. You know, I really feel like America is a place that doesn't like to take care of what it's got a lot of times, and my perspective is that maintenance is love. This is going to be a much happier plant.